Oh, who's been like my guiding
Yeah.
inspiration? Other than you and your hair, because you have very nice hair. See that girl? This girl is gonna make my team better.
According to TMZ, she just bit Naomi Osaka.
John, throughout your career, you have played so many characters who have served as a guide, as a reference, and you have shared your experience to reach the potential of other characters. So, who has guided your path in that sense through your life?
Oh, who's been like my guiding
Yeah.
inspiration? Other than you and your hair, because you have very nice hair. My father, both of my parents. My mom was, she had enough love to fuel a small country. She was just so loving and gushy. My dad was, more disciplined and ethics, he pushed. And I worked at my dad's restaurant, even up until I started working on television. I was working on Sundays, and I got on General Hospital, and you would shoot the show during the week, and it would air the next week. But I was still working at my dad's restaurant. I said, Dad, I'm famous. Can I, quit? But he really taught me, about discipline and being a pro. Somebody said recently, it was like, wow, you're reaching that iconic stat. How does that feel to be called an icon? I said, I'd rather be called a pro or a good guy, or someone who cares about people. And that was my dad. He treated everybody in the restaurant. He treated the busboy the same way he treated his best customer, and I think that's helped with my longevity as well. But I always turn to my parents. They passed away, but I always think of them in most situations all day long about how would they handle this. Can I look in the mirror and go, I was a good guy today. I was the person that my parents raised.
So, John, with the first season and now the second season of Big Shot, I want to ask you what brings this series to your life, and what do you bring to the series also at this point in your life?
Yeah, it was the first one of the, well, it was on ER for a long time, but this felt like a real adult character. It was very different for me. I'm more personable, and certainly at the beginning of shooting last year, the first season, or at least the first 4 or 5 episodes, I didn't even I didn't know their names. And I felt it was hard for me because I like to talk to everybody and, play around, but I had to really sort of just focus on being this guy, because it was a little outside of my comfort zone, which was great. And I remember telling the producers, I said, if you see me doing anything you've seen me do before, any bag of tricks, like cut and let me do it over again. And it was just about sort of trusting the writing and trusting the character and following where he took me. And then as it went on, I think he got closer to me. But he's about, what I love is his message the first season and the second season is just, can you look in the mirror at the end of the day and say, I did my very best today? Did I give it my all? Did I treat people with respect? Was I a good person? Was I loving? Was I kind? And I think those are good themes for this show and me as a human.
Perfect. And finally, John, in a few words, what will you say that are the things that all the people from Latin America are going to love from this second season?
Well, we spend more time with the girls, and they're really fun and they're really funny. The first episode starts out, we have this new girl named Sarah on the show. I can never pronounce her last name, but do you have it, Sarah? What is it? Do you guys know? She's Mexican, and her dad is in Culiacan right now, I think. And so maybe you guys will like her. She's fiery and she's great and she's smart. She plays she's a volleyball player, and she's so great that I recruited her to come play on basketball because I see similarities. I see a fire in her that we need in our team. And so I think you guys will really like her. She's fantastic.
Perfect. John, thank you so much for your time. All the blessings from Mexico.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Take a good look at each other. That's who we play for. That's who we can count on. Why are boys just the worst?